Welcome back. Now, Meta is rolling out content restrictions on Instagram teen accounts. Teenagers using the app will now only see content that abides by a PG-13 cinema rating. Parental permission will be required to opt out, with the company also saying it will attempt to hide suggestive content and strong language as much as possible. I'm joined now by Ellen Broom. Ellen believes her son Jules died because of an online challenge gone wrong, and you'll be familiar with Ellen from talking to us here on the programme on the issue of online safety a number of times. Ellen, it's good to see you. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. What did you make of this announcement, a cinema-style rating for teen accounts?
I think anything that Instagram do that is going to help children has got to be beneficial. However, they've come out with promises before, and I think with the last lot of promises they came out with something like 53, and over half of them didn't work, or there were workarounds. So these are promising that they'll help children, but we're going to have to wait and see. They're actually not being rolled out until the end of December, I understand. So it's kind of wait and see what happens and hope they work.
Yeah, they also say that they're going to restrict content to teens' accounts as much as possible, which you could say was vague. It's worth reminding people watching our interview what kind of measures Instagram and Meta have put in place so far, because you, understandably, because of what happened to your son, have been following their response to online harm very closely.
I have, and only last week I reported something to them which was incredibly violent, and I reported it and said it was violent, and they came back with no violation. And I thought, there's no way you could have watched it and it not been interpreted as violent. And so is that a computer saying there's not a violation? Is it a human looking at it? So are we going to have this where we report things and it still comes back as no violation? I really hope this is a step in the right direction, that they've listened and they're going to do something about it. But we've seen so many times almost like a PR stunt from Meta that they're just saying what everybody wants to hear.
In terms of teens seeing content online and trying to get it removed, it is a really difficult process. And we've heard that teens will be able to opt out with parental permission. And we know how savvy teens are when it comes to the online world and tech. Far savvy than the likes of you and I talking this evening. Do you think that is going to work? Because, you know, it's always the way, isn't it? Something new comes out and people find a way around it. Nothing seems to be foolproof.
Their children are so much cleverer than we are with a lot of these things. And the thing that worries me is that they can have some multiple accounts still. There's still no age verification for when they log on, although their platform says that their software is going to try and work out what age they are, I guess, by what they're searching for. But children, are they going to figure a way around that? You know, maybe if they look for 20 recipes, all of a sudden they're going to think they're an adult again. I don't know. And are they going to have one account where the parent thinks they're safeguarding their child with this potentially new features, and actually they've got another 10 accounts which they've put in a fake age and watching whatever they like? How are they going to control that? That they haven't seemed to do anything about the multiple account situation or checking ages properly.
Yeah, because it's all about the algorithm, isn't it? I was talking to a parent the other day who has a teen on Instagram, and they said that they regularly just have a quick scroll through and click or watch some happy content, some silly videos to try and influence that. You know, it's just parents trying to do whatever they can because they hear so much of this and they think it will never happen to my child. But, you know, as you know, it can happen in the blink of an eye. What would you like to see done? I know I talk to you about this a lot, but in terms of what Instagram can do that you think will be effective, what is it you want from them?
I think proper age verification, proper accountability.
As in like a passport ID, fingerprint, facial recognition?
If we're going to be subjected to government ID, is that why they're bringing it in at 13? Is that so that it can help the social media side of things? I don't know. But they need to do something so that we actually know which teens are on their platform to start with, and we haven't got children pretending they're any old age. And then really it needs to be regulated. What is shown on their platform needs to be regulated, not independently monitored by Instagram or a computer. It needs to make sure that children are not seeing harmful content, and with proper accountability, with a duty of candor that, you know, they correct what's on their platform, you know, that they if they find a problem, they fix it. And not this hide behind everything, oh, we don't have any problems on our platform, when everybody knows that they've got dangerous content and not doing enough about it. I just think there needs to be some morals in the company to think if it was their children, you know, what would they be happy for children to see, and start making some proper changes.
Ellen, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming onto the programme to react to Instagram's latest move to try and make their platform safer for teens. Appreciate your time. I'm sure we will talk again, Ellen. Thank you.
Thank you. Fingers crossed.
Well, Meta has said that its rollout of the new default settings for teens will continue to give parents ways to share their feedback about what content they think is appropriate. They say they'll do this through in-app surveys and provide ways to flag content that they think should be hidden from teens.